right, so already you have your life put together, right? Your life is progressing, and then you just feel like there's more that you want from life, right? There's just some parts, some departments in your life that are just lacking. Obviously, you have to figure out what it is personally so you can work through what you need. If you feel like you've been working too hard and stuff, just make sure that you get your sleep, because when we sleeping, that's where we get healing and we also get to rest. I know a lot of people suffer from insomnia or just um that little addiction to our phones. So keep your phone away, focus that you are choosing to sleep and you're choosing to take care of your body. Exercise is also important. A lot of people would tell me that, oh no, Priska, I do not need to exercise because the work that I'm doing is enough exercise. I'm like, no, the work that you're doing is actually work. Exercise is different because it hits different parts of your body. It focuses on different parts of your body. Like, for example, if you're gonna do like Pilates or you do yoga, that definitely will stretch you out. And apart from sleeping and exercising, I feel like having to focus on nutrition is another way of you having to elevate your progress. Let's say, for example, you're already eating well, you're taking your greens, you are drinking your water, you are, you really doing what your body needs, right? And you taking less of that unhealthy foods. You have to look into your nutrition if you feel like that's the part that you're lacking. I heard a doctor this other time that advised me see the foods that you can add into your current diet. If you need to take more water, look at what you're eating for lunch, for breakfast, for dinner, and try to add something different. But try adding almond nuts if you're not allergic to nuts. Whatever that works for you, try to reincorporate it into your diet. I'm not involving alcohol because alcohol, people will try to get away with it, but alcohol dehydrates your body, so I would not recommend that. I just really would go for nutritious drinks, your protein drinks, your water with electrolytes, or something that actually adds into you having a healthier nutrition. Our emotions play a huge role into our growth because we go through different things. It could be success, okay? Because sometimes when a good thing comes to you, and it could be overwhelming. So if you do not know how to deal with your emotions, you could totally ruin that moment for yourself. A lot of people don't know what mindfulness means. I know the definition, but let's just search it up. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment to increase awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. So I do believe that being mindful is important because you become more aware of your surroundings and of your thoughts, your own thoughts. So whatever happens at that time, you are mindful. You don't just go about life. You don't just go with the flow. You're like, if I say this, it might reflect as this, or it might cause consequences. So it's important to be mindful. A way about doing that is through meditation. That's what I do. Mentally, I'm just going to focus on one thing, that is boundary setting. Boundary setting changed my life personally because I was able to protect my time. I was able to protect my energy. I was able to, just give this whole existence to myself because I deserve it. You don't need to set boundaries with everyone. Firstly, nobody really knows who you are. Really. Nobody really knows who you are. So boundary setting is just that thing of having for you to protect yourself from whatever that might come, or you feel like would happen again, or you feel like you're preventing it to happen. It doesn't really work for like everyone as such, because you don't have to be like throwing up boundaries on everyone. Not that I'm against boundaries. I myself have boundaries to certain people. There are other people that I don't have boundaries for, because they do understand my life. Having that mental clarity with other people that clearly do not know how to treat you, you are taking care of yourself. It just involves other people that are in relations to you. And also, there's like different types of boundaries. There's actually like emotional boundaries, there's physical boundaries, there's time boundaries, there's also digital boundaries. So this is all connected. I'm pretty sure you guys can understand what I mean. Like when I say digital boundaries, you yourself also have to have a digital boundary with yourself. Know that maybe between 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. you're not going to touch your phone. How about that? And obviously, if you have a lot of work to do, you are going to work till like 12 or something. I'm exposed to people that work really hard. Because of our work, we can't really, you know, get away from digital exposure. Like how I like to say, it is a whole topic for a different mood on a different day. Because because I feel like it's just a lot. It's a really huge spectrum. But elevating spiritually, my number one thing is to have gratitude. When you are thankful of your life and you are thankful for the things that you do, that you are able to do, especially when you feel like you need to grow, when you feel like you need to grow more than you have grown, or you feel like you have the potential to go even further, gratitude gratitude really will magnetize, is that a word? It will really pull, or it will attract the other thing that you need, because you are recognizing what you already have, right? And what you already have recognizes you. So then you are now giving more room, right? You're giving more room for other things to come in your life, for better things to come in your life, because that's what you want, right? So gratitude for me plays a huge role spiritually, because you are being thankful, and you are being thankful, not just being thankful. You are being thankful while you are working towards, or working within, what you've always wanted. I hope that makes sense. I know for sure that a lot of people are struggling with this professionally, right? Where you have grown so much in your life, but you still want to elevate, okay? And it's not a contrast at all, having to take care of yourself professionally too. You can take care of yourself, like it's who you are. Your profession is who you are. So for me, I feel like having to upskill in your profession, whatever that you do, having to invest into like courses, into some trainings, certificates, or just growing your social capacity, like people that you know, having to add more people that are in your field. I feel like that really helps, having to enhance your knowledge and enhance your skills. A lot of people think that just having a degree, you're gonna be successful. Yes, you can, but my overall belief ever since I've been myself, I had already told myself that I'm just gonna keep on learning in this life. Even if you have that degree, that diploma, that certificate, master's, doctorate, you can still do few trainings on the side, attend seminars, research, keep on learning. That's, I feel like, a way to upskill in your profession and know how to implement that into your current profession. It's very important, because sometimes we learn things but we do not apply them into our lives, and that's just one thing that I wish that people could, adapt into, including myself. I did mention that you have to kind of like grow your circle, not just people that you have the same interest in your favorite coffee or your favorite fashion. No, in your like profession, unless if your profession is actually making coffee or it's fashion. Like, it's important to build relationships with industry professions. What works for me is usually industry professions, because for the type of industry that I'm in, it's kind of like people are very different, so they think if you're friendly or if you polite or if you forgot to like greet them, because oh my gosh, like I have this whole thing of just forgetting to greet people. I have a very good excuse, but I'll discuss that in a different video. So people just see that as a very rude thing, and for my indigenous people, apparently it's very rude. I do not support not greeting people. Greet your people, okay? Don't be like me. Somebody that forgets to greet people, or that just gets in a room and feels super comfortable. So yeah, for me, what works is having to grow in the industry profession. I am an actor, I'm a model, I am venturing into my music. I've been doing music for a long time. It's just now, I'm very confident in saying that I am a musician. So having to be with people that are in the industry that I'm in, or in the field that I'm in, kind of helps me grow. Not necessarily colleagues. Colleagues are really good, right? Mentors, anybody who would like to mentor me, holler me on my Instagram. I currently do not have a mentor. Having industry professions in your circle helped me quite a lot, because I'm not just an actor. I have an eye for being behind the camera. I have an eye for creative arts. I have an eye for makeup. And this actually grew from having to do my own makeup in sets, because something that I legit do my own makeup, because firstly, people do not like have the right foundation. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and this is why I love self-care so much, because as I'm an actor or a model, I'm able to take myself through my own profession, because I have accepted how conditions are. People can't get the right foundation for me, so I'm gonna have to, for example, foundation, or they a bit too harsh having to apply the makeup on my skin. I have a very good makeup artist, okay, that I'm willing to work with in the future, and they know themselves. I'm kind of talking about this as I go through it. So it's not something that I'm talking about and I'm not going through it. I'm actually giving you guys things that actually work for me. So sometimes having to elevate in your profession is not really about you, it's really about the environment that you're in. So focus on your economic workplace. Have to look at your current economic work space and make sure that it's healthy for your well-being. That is self-care profession, okay? That is you actually taking a further step into making sure that when you are work, you are well taken care of. Because I understand how conditions can kind of not support you or be in your favor. It goes for everyone. Let's say you're working a general 9 to 5, and you know that you're gonna sit behind that computer for like 9 hours every week. Even if it means you getting yourself a nice pillow for your back, you're really taking care of yourself within pursuing your own profession. There's a lot of ways for like career advancement. I know sometimes you might feel like you've tried so many things so many times and things are not working out, but just keep on pushing. An idea will pop off. Something will work out. Career planning is very effective. You just write down things that you want to achieve long term, even short term, and then you work on to achieving them, right? And also, like, a lot of people have actually told me about mentorship. I know what I said previously. I don't really have a mentor. Okay, whoever wants to mentor me, please holler me on my DMs. I would really love to have a mentor. I mean, you guys, please leave comments onto how to get a mentor. Okay, I want to try that out, and I want to give you guys feedback, because a lot of people that have mentors have not told me exactly how they got mentors, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's frustrating, but it's annoying, because people, they seem, right, I'm not saying they are, but they seem to be stingy with information when it comes to that. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I'm having a phone call. Please, I don't know. Should I ignore the call? Hello? My nigga, what's up? What's good?
I'm good as you.
I'm good. I didn't go to church today. I'm busy working.
Why? Why, my nigga?
Erikofe phone, okay? All right, so yeah, career planning and also mentorship, because I've realized how mentorship is so important. Like, for somebody who has reached your, like, one of your goals, or for someone who has overcome something that you want to overcome, will definitely give you the right advice. You know, they will, unless if they're jealous, but they will guide you. Like, they will guide you. There are good people out here. They will guide you into you following the right steps, right? Because we all have different paths. You know, no one can really block what you got going on for yourself. And you have that discernment to know that, no, this is not gonna work out for me. So yeah, just have a very trustworthy, independent, confident, successful mentor. That is something that I'm also implementing in my life. So once you have been established, right, I really feel like there's no need for you to keep on searching for a job that's similar to the one that you're working. Find something that is a little bit leveled up from what you're already doing. That's how you can legit grow from the profession that you're in. That's why it's important for you to keep on upskilling your knowledge. Technical skill sets, soft skills, future focused skill sets. Yo, with the fast paced world that we live in right now, technology is like on some skyscraper level, okay? How the world is evolving. When you have troubles, or when you are belittling other people that are doing their work online, I feel like that is kind of not a good, trait to have, because that's just where the world is going, whether you like it or not. Apart from, like, everything that I have mentioned, I feel like the most important thing, reevaluate and see which parts are you lacking, so you can focus on them, because we really need to be honest with ourselves and really see which parts you need in order for you to elevate professionally, mentally, spiritually, the whole 9 yards. No hard feelings, no hard feelings.